Hi there, welcome to our first Roblox video. We'll be exploring World's Research Station by Roblox Labs. It is currently some of the very first games that Roblox is testing. It's been released since April 29, 2026. Has been updated a week ago since the very acquisition of Morpheus AI when I released this video. Please put the image on top of the screen, editor me. We'll be visiting the game now. As already stated, I'm already inside the game. We'll be testing it here. Welcome AZA3 to the World's Research Station. You're here to field test the prototype game cartridge. Mission instructions. Start the demo. Leader assigned randomly. Team selects destination plans. Got it. Let's see what this AI game has for us. There's realistic, there's anime. Let's go check anime. That's the thing you guys know me for. You've known me. Your query for anime, position in query 9. The fact that what I'm listening to is, just so you all know, in case like some of you probably don't have trained ears, can't tell what's going on, the music in the background is basically, it has like lots of refractions and frequency shit, little problems in that and issues. Okay, I'm in position 9Q if everything else. No, I can't do that for you. So basically, continuing on from what I'm saying, this game's entirely fully AI generated. So all these visuals that you see in front of you, besides my avatar, is AI generated. The avatar that you see in the visual for the preview screen is also AI generated. This entire map here is AI generated. Same for the music, which is another reason why I keep telling people that we need to pass the Starving Musicians Act as fast as possible and go through an AI moratorium, because this is redunculous. It's preposterous to everything that I stand for. It is. Look at this wolf row. I can criticize this for an entire day. This is an entire issue here. So, like, systematically, this is messed up. And I'm now 8th in Quay. Look at this guy. He's wearing... this is some of the very last things you'll see if Roblox dies. Like, we are 10 days away from, like, my 10th anniversary. I am 10 days away. Look at all these graphics. Look at them. Can you read this? Can you read this? Look at the stairs. Look, alright, teleporting to mission control, reserving a server. Alright, guys, we're ready. We'll be officially testing here what the Roblox AI game looks like, now that it's been basically revamped over and over. We currently have a spawn, I guess these are spawns, slot number 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So those are the only ones we can do. I guess we have to step here. Be waiting for the crew, T minus 15 seconds. All the music's AI. All the music's AI. All of it. Look what I'm standing on. Look at this. Can you look at... Do you see these graphics? Can you read them? Can you read them? Can you read all of this? Look at these designs. I want you all to look at this. Look at how... This messes me up. This actually messes me up so bad. Temporal link activated. Vote. Vote. Whatever. What? This one? This one? Okay, let's try blue world. No. Maybe green world. Blue world. Connecting. Content generated by artificial intelligence may make mistakes. The explorer has arrived at the dimensional portal, conjuring the leap into the 3. May the elders keep our path true and pure. As if anything to do with AI is anything like that. So we can see in the fish service, acolytes quickly scour the void to identify the next world. I'm losing my mind here. Explorer, whatever that is, world ID. So now we have IDs for different worlds. Look at this. Now they're just standing still in the middle of all of this. Right. World, whatever, this world. Let's see. Look at this. Is this Roblox to you? Is this Roblox? Is this Roblox? Is this the Roblox that you're presented by? Look at this. Is this Roblox? An AI screen? An AI prompt? An AI character? An AI world? An AI map? An AI physics? AI text? AI music? AI gameplay? Is that something that represents you? Look at my avatar. This is the most simplest form of way that Roblox could have been presented by. Oh no, they made the dynamic head. Look at this. Look how ugly it looks. Look at this. AI camera, AI symbols, AI graphics, AI lighting, AI coding. Regardless, I guess I'm entering the spawn award over here. Alright, so for those who are looking at seeing what they're looking at, this is the AI gameplay. Arrival complete. Chart this world and collect 3 mana pods to sustain whatever. Collect mana pods to store mana. This is their genius game. WASD, sprint, interact, spaces jump, right keys, don't have no clue what this is. Okay, so these are the same controls. This is the camera. And this is the AI future thing they're talking about. World ID 054-086-040/M. Explorers 883. I'm not even gonna bother to play. I'm just gonna see what happens. Maybe my character dies or something. Look at this. AI world. Okay, now we have AI transition. AI ending screen. And now my character just like literally changes every few seconds. Yeah, that's it for today. I tell you folks. This is a disaster of the century. This is a disaster of the century, the decade. If I must, this is some of the most disappointing things I've seen. Look, Roblox is what I've known for a decade by now, because Roblox continues to add newer things that just completely break everything that it stood for. Roblox was a multi-platform content creation gaming platform that hosts games individually on a site. It was a site cross-platform type of thing. It had complicated mechanics and beautiful things going for it. I'm gonna shut off the music here in this game. Something that I stood for when I thought about creativity, when I saw creativity, I saw hope. I saw something that could be done for human beings, something that humans could do if they were given the access to do so. Hosting games, making games were free in Roblox for as long as I can remember before they started putting in these updates this 2026, 2025. Since 2023, I already knew the signs were there. Since 2022, I saw the signs. 2025, 2026 were consequentially those years that showed Roblox's more investor-friendly side, investor slop, AI slop, if you even. And now we're just in this new low, so gone far from what Roblox is, that whatever I'm looking at is what's remnants of Roblox left. Is my avatar wearing a dynamic head, and there's my face. My face is animated, completely animated still. Regardless if I want to deactivate it, because I don't find the deactivation button anywhere. I don't see one. And there's no voice chat that's fair. Voice chat's broken. There's no tick system. Gone. Roblox Premium, absolutely gone. What about donations? You can't activate donations. Gone. You want to post merchandise on Roblox? Guess what? You gotta pay up. You want to post the game now? Well, you gotta pay up. You want to play Roblox? You gotta ID verify. Also, you gotta do two-step verification. Yeah, like 2FA authentication. Then also prove your face by sending your face to Roblox, which not only works for Persona now, but also works with Morpheus AI more directly. And they currently steal your data and have data breaches. Their game goes down. They already screwed over their creators. They screwed over their streamers. They screwed over their gamers. They screwed over their investors. And they're screwing over their IP. Everything that I've known about from Roblox is gone. I'm on a 10-day countdown towards June 14, 2026. As of now, it is 4:44 p.m. Eastern Time when I was recording this. The very moment that you see this minute on. Now, because of editing, this is not going to look accurate when you look at this through your timeline. And something that I stood for Roblox, that I've always defended it for as long as I could, was that they were able to host a platform where people have the ability to make their own futures, actually get paid for their hard work, which not a lot of sites do that. You had to pay like a membership on, like, since 2015, I can remember platforms charging you money to make money, which was some of the most stupidest things I've ever seen in my entire life. It's been a thing for all of time. But then when the 2020s came, there were new sites and uses of Project AI that basically made things easier for me, easier for my friends, easier for content creators just like me, who were maybe middle class, low income families that I often grew up under. And I knew people who were in wealthy families who loved Roblox because why? They didn't charge you to play games. They didn't charge you to make games yourself and host them. So if anybody who has a brain left is watching this video this far enough, hosting your own game costs money. Not everybody can do that. Nobody can pay $100 a month or $20 a month to host games, especially if there's like hundreds of people or thousands of people who might just play it. Somebody who actually has a brain, if they knew how games work, Roblox is not a game. It's a cross-platform gaming site. It hosts games. It's not a game. It's a host gaming thing. And for those who know how hard it is to run your own game, you need companies to run your games, and often they charge money to host your game, right? Because then how many players are playing your game will decide how much they charge you. Like for example, say you need a heavier car, you need more gas. Let's make it easy to understand. You need gas and uses more gas, you pay it more. What if it's a larger tank? You need to pay more. What if now suddenly it gets too much to the point where you're like, okay, I can't pay this. I'm gonna have to kick out people. I'm gonna have to lose out the servers, lose money, and then now I don't have anything. And if games don't pay out you enough money to be able to sustain such servers, well, you lost those servers. You're not gonna be able to host your game, and you're done. You're screwed. That used to be a thing for a bit until the 2000s, 2010s came in. But when the 2020s came in, it was so much more accessible. Roblox basically was some of the very first places to do that. Where if I built a game, they would host it. They don't charge me. They don't ask for my face. They don't ask for ID. They just say you post it. Make sure you follow the rules. You're good. You're settled. You want to have money. You want to get money. Here's how to enter our partnership program. Easy. Sign it. Don't be a bad user, follow the rules, follow TOS, terms of service, right? It's a simple thing. You can actually have a job doing Roblox game making. That was the thing. And those who were, who know who I am, already have discussed this numerous times. Yes, there were thousands and millions of people who were getting money off of this game. I myself included, as much as people still don't believe that. There were numerous people I can tell you who are millionaires, multi-millionaires, and someday we'll have our first billionaire come from Roblox. But with how Roblox is, I don't think $1 billion based on Roblox game making looks viable. I think it won't be done from Roblox. I think it will be done on YouTube because Mr. Beast proved that you can be a billionaire. Jake Paul, Logan Paul, whoever, KSI, whatever, many amount of people prove they can be a billionaire or a centimillionaire based on YouTube alone. And not just YouTube, but like connections throughout YouTube. Roblox did that for me when I made games, music, artworks, videos, shorts, artworks, designs, symbols, all sorts of things inside Roblox that gave me the tools necessary to provide people an experience that I made myself put my heart and soul into. Right? I'm not religious, just so you know. When I use soul, I'm using it metaphorically. So when Roblox does this and throws away its identity, its pride, and puts paywalls behind game making, and if you want, like, say, make a merchandise, like, say, 2D clothing, 3D clothing, UGC, if they put a paywall on that, well, guess what? You're screwed. And then they also started putting paywalls for how many items you can actually sell. So there was a point where you were able to buy infinity of certain items. Because of the newer updates now, you can't just exactly make how many infinity items anymore. They will charge you. You have to pay for it on your side to sell UGC, which is, think about that for a little. It's stupid. Then they started charging for having private servers. Then they did it for other things related to clothing. Then they did it to dynamic faces. And now whenever you try to avoid wearing a dynamic head and you don't want people looking at you wearing a dynamic head, you spend Robux. Yes, spend Robux just to cover your dynamic face because you think you're so ugly and you can't stand looking at it. When they did this dynamic head update, you want to know how many games they broke? Not only is that they destroyed their identity, they're breaking the gameplay, they're breaking all the physics, they're abandoning all of the interactive physics bullshit, They're abandoning their players based on gameplay in many ways. For example, when I walk around, my ortho animation or standard animation is different. The size of people is different. Their faces aren't even properly applied onto them. Everybody here has dynamic faces that are, look, when you look at them, you can see all the mistakes. Whenever the faces are applied, you can see all their mistakes. Their hair is terrible, their moderation is terrible, everything is gone. You can't make a good video on Roblox. If you're somebody who is making content on Roblox and doesn't know this is all going on, I don't think that's possible. Because then they also ruin the privacy data collection side to Roblox. When you played it back in the day, you only needed to put a username, a password, and you optionally could verify with the email. The email was just so in case you lost your account, you can re-verify and get your password back, get your email, and you're good. You didn't need to that, you didn't have to prove your gender. You could always switch your gender on Roblox. You could always switch how old you were. It was just a thing you could do. It was anonymous. Nobody had to send IDs. There's no two-step authentication verification process. Didn't exist. Nobody questioned it. And if there was a bad game, we would report it, we would record it, and we'd prove it, and we'd say, good, take down this game. Now these days, Roblox doesn't want you to talk about predators. They don't want to talk about pedophiles or sextortion. They don't want to talk about gambling. They don't want to talk about AI and crypto the way they used to. They just blown out embraced it, and then they said, you know what, everybody who's catching predators for us are now vigilantes, and they called us vigilantes. So then they even more worse. And then when Creekcraft left the Star Creator program, that was the next domino to tip over. He left the Star program, which by the way, Creekcraft made the Star program. He invented it. Roblox did that for him. They threw it away. God, they removed the star code. Goodbye. They did that. More destroying their identity. Then they started telling people, if you criticize us during our RDC events or Bloxies, right when they started getting more corporate, they started telling people, hey, don't criticize us and we'll kick you out if you do. So they not only called us vigilantes, they threatened to kick us out. They sent a cease and desist letter at Schlep for catching predators and exposing Roblox's bullshit. There's videos going back to 2022, 2023, 2024, whatever. Going back, exposing Roblox's child labor exploitation issue. Then we had DevX be reduced. Then we had the pricing floor go from 30-20 over to 90-70. I don't even know how much it is now. All I see is 70 and 90. Like it didn't used to cost 70, 90. Then they started putting out emotes, and then they put UGC emotes. Then they put everything else limited, and whatever can be limited. They destroyed the economy of Roblox, and they inflated it, and I could go on. I could go on. It's, I don't know. I don't know anymore. It's just a game for gags now. If you didn't play Roblox, good for you. If you weren't there when I saw all of it, don't talk to me. If you're just gonna be in Minecraft stand AS10 right now, if all of you AS10s are applauding, go ahead, applaud. Laugh. Roblox, you did yourself one. You were the #1 game in the entire world for as long as I can remember. Not because you were better, you just generally had a higher monthly player count compared to any other game in the world. Roblox always stood on top. They're always at the forefront of being the first game to challenge the norms. And now here you are, making AI games with AI music, AI symbols, AI designs, AI gameplay, AI moderation, with AI text, with AI wallpapers, AI lighting, AI physics, AI coding. It just looks horrible. I don't know what to say. You really outdone yourself, Roblox. I'm impressed. I didn't think you'd fuck up that hard. You fucked up real bad, Reno. You fucked up real bad.